Well, Massacre was kind of inspired by my English teacher accidentally, because me and Maggie we're in the same English class, and we were essentially just starting out class, and I was preparing to do another show called Women. We were just getting in the rehearsal process of that, and the teacher made a comment about how we say things that we don't often mean, like sometimes people say things like that person is a Nazi, or when they're obviously not really Nazis. So it was all about how people turn a phrase. And so I kind of just looked over at Maggie. I was just like, you know what, that would make a really good idea for a script. And Maggie immediately looked back at me and said, that's the most stupid idea I've ever heard in my life. So of course I kind of just took that idea and ran with it. And going on about it, we ended up getting... Women was going to actually start rehearse. We were auditioning for Women the next week. So I wrote up a quick draft of a script. I wrote down a couple characters, what they would say in certain situations. Got the script about half done, auditioned for the show, got it running somehow, and I ended up writing a really, really great script in like two and a half weeks. And it just, the actors were there, the drive for it was there, and it just clicked really nicely. So the whole play is about a character named Jacob, who is a stage manager, and he's working behind the scenes on a new production for a playhouse, and essentially over the course of the morning routine he accidentally ends up getting cursed by the ancient god of death and destruction named Seth. And so during times he ends up, everything he says starts to come true. So it starts raining cats and dogs, and just a lot of chaos ensues.
Hence the title.
Massacre. Massacre is kind of a deceptive title because it's not really about death or anything, but it was just a nice, bold, catchy title that encapsulated how we should watch what we say.
And this cast, again, you have a young cast.
Yep.
Not a lot of, not a lot of boards treaded there.
No, well, it was the demand we got for the cast that kind of came out to audition for my other play. They were mostly young students, so it was kind of the direction I decided to go with it. So
it's kind of nice for your company to have that little niche between high school and sort of the Gateway Theatre Guild set somewhere there.
Yeah, well, I'm very much into if you show up to audition for me and you're good and you really want to perform for you, I'm the kind of person I'm just like, I will write you a part. I will write you a play. I don't care. I'm more interested in people who have the drive for it rather than the natural born talent, because if they have the drive for it, you can give them the talent and you give them the opportunity to showcase what they have. So
sorry, I was just going to say, like that sort of that molding and whatnot. Your company is sort of a great place for these kids that are sort of between the two to develop.
It's funny because most people think of theater as being very exclusive, including because growing up, if you're a theater person in high school, you can become a theater person in college, but a lot of people in college don't get that opportunity. So it's kind of hitting that market saying, you know what, there's no one saying you can't do it, and it's nice to have a place where you can just say, yeah, you know what, you're good, let's showcase what you have and do a great job.